All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is: Black Power, Black Frequency. You're feeling that frequency and energy. You should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description. Click that link. You get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official general Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. We got you, family. 25% off selected items at this time. Save and shop, shop and save. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University. We talking about over 1,500 videos of pure heat, fire presented by General Seti himself. Plus, we got the supplemental, also monumental and instrumental research material from the Grandmaster teachers. I give you an overview on all of that wisdom, giving you 360 degrees of supreme African academic knowledge and wisdom that cannot be surpassed by any other website on the planet. Get over there today, family. Do not hesitate. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon, dropping nuclear bombs on Patreon. That's right, family. We got that work. Yeah, it's late, but it's Friday, and I got some work for you. If you're up, you most definitely stay in tune with the general. We gonna be dropping on Patreon nothing but flamethrower information. You need that. You feel what I'm saying? You need that. So most definitely become a patron today. Engage and get that fire. And to all my family out there that donate to the general, I want to thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the general. The link is right in the video description. It'll be in the chat room. Let me see if Ray in the house. Ray already in the house. He's in the house. That's right. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Good. And so yeah, and just hit that link. I thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels: King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Ray will get to you first. All right. All right. Here we go. Deadly family feud. Two teen brothers charged after a sister shot in fight over Christmas gifts. What's up, good brother? What's up? Yeah, let me go on and put him in there. That's right. That's right. Let me get him on up here. That's right. 8 months. That's right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Everything you do. I appreciate you. This is a very tragic situation. It just, but this just show again that when we start talking about, where the mind is at in during these holidays. You see, the holidays is based on ritual ceremonies. And you understand what I'm saying? That take the mind and the spirit and the body. You understand what I'm saying? Into a prison system. You understand of all type of jinn, all type of goddamn demonic entities. No matter how many times we show you Krampus, how many times we show you Frau Perch, or how many times, yeah, to my understanding, and they were over their grandmother's house, and I believe the youngest one, I believe it was 14. Okay, you got the 14, Demarcus. Okay, his name was, I believe he's the one to the left, Demarcus. Okay, accused of killing his 23-year-old sister, uh, Abrielle, I believe Abrielle, Baldwin, and the one to the right is the 15-year-old brother, uh Darkest. Okay, that Darkest Cody. Okay, and so the 14-year-old shot his own sister with the baby in the arm, with the baby in the arm, over an argument about who got what for Christmas. I guess the little 14-year-old was mad that he didn't get what he wanted to get. You see what I'm saying? And he felt that the older sister had got more than, more than what she was supposed to get. I guess they got into an argument. He threatened to shoot her, and that's what he did. And this is crazy. This shit is like beyond a nightmare because the older sister ends up passing. Okay, she passes, and the 15-year-old got another gun, and he shoots his 14-year-old brother. Okay, he shoots him. I don't know if the sister died at the hospital. I know they was both transported to the hospital. You see, Darkest, yeah, that's what they saying his name is. It's Darkest. That I believe that's the one. Yeah, I believe that's the one to the right. That's the one to the right, and then the 14-year-old, which is DeMarcus, 14-year-old is to the left. Okay, and so he shoots his 14-year-old brother and get charged. He's charged too. He's charged with first degree attempt of first degree murder, attempted first degree murder. That's what he's charged with. Both of them is attempted, and I guess the 14-year-old is first degree murder. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if it's first degree, so I believe it's first. So both of them, I believe, is charged with first degree murder. Yeah, I believe both of them is being charged with first degree murder. You see, but this just show you where the mind is at with this shit. This ain't, because it ain't about no Jesus, and it ain't about none of that. You see, that's what it really boiled down to in the heart of that Christmas holiday. You see what I'm saying? That's why when it come down to the get down, you see it's a lot of robbing, it's a lot of killing, a lot of treachery during that time. You can even see when they open up the goddamn doors for the shopping. You see goddamn Thanksgiving Day when they open up the goddamn doors, how motherfuckers just bum rush in, run motherfuckers over and shit. It be all type of people that got fucked up and ran over. They in there and goddamn it, and you see if it's one goddamn toy or whatever, they fight over the goddamn toy. Video games and shit. And goddamn it, if it's one game left and shit, and I even seen goddamn it one year when the Jordans came out. It was, man, this was back in the day. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. Motherfuckers was out so deep at the goddamn Foot Locker. They were so goddamn deep. The goddamn store hadn't even opened up yet. You see what I'm saying? The store hadn't even goddamn opened up yet. And the whole goddamn parking lot was packed. You see what I'm saying? And it was so many motherfuckers to where the Foot Locker wouldn't even open up and niggas got mad. You understand what I'm saying? They went to crash in the goddamn, they had to pull the gate back down and shit and this, that, and the third. This is what it's about. You see what I'm saying? It's not really tied to nothing spiritually pure or nothing of that nature. It ain't at all. You see? It ain't at all, because in ideals, The love of family, the love of your people, that should come first and foremost. That's what it should be about. All that other shit should be second. You see, a third. It ain't even, yeah, it should be first, but it ain't about that because motherfuckers ain't, you know what I'm saying? The reality is this is a capitalist ass society, and motherfuckers is used to just, get. You take. That's what it's about. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. That's what all the goddamn holidays is about. Bottom goddamn line. I don't give a, especially the ones in the winter. That's the main motherfucking one. Christmas number one. Christmas number one. Above and beyond, because you talking about damn near $1 trillion. $1 trillion. You see, at the over $1 trillion for one goddamn day. For one goddamn day, they spend $1 trillion goddamn dollars. And and when the crazy thing about when motherfuckers can't get and give and shit, they don't talk about all the goddamn treachery that go on around these times. From here, even into New Year's, it's gonna be a lot of treachery. You see what I'm saying? A lot of killing, a lot of shooting and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because these is the time when motherfuckers is expected to give. You understand what I'm saying? I seen the FBI reports. You understand? I seen the police reports. How motherfuckers go to jail, you understand, robbing and stealing and shit just to try to appease the goddamn Christmas holidays. Let's talk about it. You understand? It causes motherfuckers in a demonic entity, in a demonic mind to go out here, kill people on the street, rob them with whatever they think they could get. A lot of time people ain't got shit and they still kill them. You see? So, it is, but you know what? When you think about that one story, what's that motherfucker with Ebenezer Scrooge in it? They was trying, even then, they was trying to say, we not, but sometimes you just have to address the motherfucking issue. And they show, old Ebenezer Scrooge. Pinch a goddamn penny. He wasn't about no holiday. He wasn't about nothing. He was just the opposite, not giving a motherfucker nothing. You understand what I'm saying? He was just the opposite. He wouldn't even let his goddamn workers get off early on Christmas Eve. You understand what I'm saying? He had to have some goddamn spirits come and scare the shit out of him. A Christmas Carol. Yeah. Thank you, Winston. Had to come and get them, so that he would understand, what, the spirit, the holiday spirits was all about. You see, that, and what the, and it, and when, what, you got to spread that shit out now. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to be responsible, you got to spread it out. You do, because, knowing the minds and shit. You know what I'm saying? You knowing the minds and shit, you got to be even as best you can. You understand what I'm saying? Especially in this day and time. You got to spread it out so that it'll be even, where there ain't nobody feeling slighted and shit or none of that. And this 14-year-old boy felt slighted. And he was to the point, either he didn't get that game, either he didn't get them Jordans, he didn't get what the fuck he thought he was supposed to get. And it caused him in a demented state. That's a demented state to shoot your own sister. That is like, you in a seriously demented state to shoot your own sister. With your nephew, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. Yeah. And you know what? Emotionally immature, but still, that's a level of being demented. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know you can be emotionally immature, but when you reach for some heat to shoot your own sister, that's a level of being demented. That's you know what I'm saying? You nigga, you spiritually desolate. You understand what I'm saying? To do some shit like that. Cause I mean, even at 14, nigga, you know what the outcome gonna be. You know what the goddamn you know what the outcome gonna be. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? We see this shit on TV every goddamn day. You see what I'm saying? We see this shit on TV every goddamn day. So we know what death is. You know? We know what death is. And ain't no goddamn doubt. And motherfuckers listen to that shit every day on music and shit and that's all they listen to, death music. So they know what it is. And like I say, that, again, when you think about the music, see the shit that's happening to us. You see, it's like a movie. And every fucking thing them niggas rap on that goddamn, them rap songs is the soundtrack to this movie of death that go on every goddamn day. You see? And so that's why, you know what, if it ain't about uplifting the black community, with a program, an economic program to uplift everybody just out there wasting money. And, you know, it's not to the good at all. It's not to the good. It's not good for the mind. It's not good for the spirit. It's not good for none of that. It's not good for none of that because at the end of the day, I mean, I know motherfuckers. I know if you lose, say for instance, I done seen motherfuckers, man, they be gambling and shit, you know, and my daddy used to tell me, you know, about my granddaddy back in the day. You know, he get his little check and shit, and he thinking he can you know, he can double up. You know what I'm saying? He thinking he can double up on some shit. You understand what I'm saying? And he come in there. You understand what I'm saying? He done lost a couple of them coins and shit. He ain't posed a loss. And man, shit, grandma wasn't mad about that. I mean, she was mad about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so you know when my dad said when he come in, you can see it in his eyes. He didn't lost a couple of dollars. You can see it in it. So imagine what a people feel like as a whole that didn't, because in $1 trillion, you know, how much you think black people added to that $1 trillion? Now it was close. It was more like 800 million. But I mean, it won't be long where it's just gonna be $1 trillion goddamn dollars. You see what I'm saying? How much of that goddamn $1 trillion do you think black people, you know what I'm saying, added to the pot? You see what I'm saying? How much? Because you know how black people's is. Do you know what I'm saying? Just think about that. You see, got the less, damn near spend the most. And I ain't gonna say they spent the most, but you understand, dollar for dollar, how much you think black people added to that $1 trillion? You see? So I know good and goddamn well as a community, if a motherfucker lost that kind of money, and then you think about the community as a whole, you know it's a hell of a feeling going across the community after goddamn Christmas, after New Year's. You understand? Because they're going to try to keep a couple dollars for New Year's because nigga going to spend money for that goddamn liquor. They're going to spend money for liquor. They spend a lot of money on New Year's too. It's one of the top holidays where they spend, you know, and niggas got all type of bottles and shit and drink and then shoot up shit and this, that, and the third. This is what we do. At the end of the day, a motherfucker ain't got them 2 holidays back to back. And then if you want to add, well, Thanksgiving is mostly food. You understand? It's mostly food. You understand? But still, you know, it's gonna be a couple dollars spent on that day too. And then the goddamn, you know, it just go on and on. They even add the Super Bowl to the holidays now. How much motherfuckers spend on these guys on Super Bowl? That motherfucking Super Bowl then went up in ranking as far as what people spend during that day. You understand what I'm saying? What they spend more for the goddamn Super Bowl than they spend for goddamn New Year's Eve. That motherfucker then and went up in ranking. You see? And so motherfucker, that's all motherfuckers thinking about, spending. That's what they think about. Period. It's the facts. You see what I'm saying? But then when we look at our goddamn community, you understand? We look at our goddamn community and we see the desolence in our goddamn community, and we wonder why it looked that way. Because it ain't no way possible that you could be putting out that kind of money on a yearly basis and not investing into your community, and you think it's gonna look any better than what it is. Because the motherfuckers who own the businesses that in your community do not pay, they pay little or no goddamn taxes. That's all they pay. You understand what I'm saying? It should be totally illegal for that amount. It should be like mandatory that is, as a nation, as a city, that at least a majority of the business owners live in the city, invest in, when you have the majority that live in the city, invest in the city, then you can see a change. But when every motherfucking day, at the end of the day, these people make all that money, get in their motherfucking car, and roll that treasure chest out to the suburbs where they live at, and don't invest a goddamn dollar. This is one of the main cancers in the black community that's destroying most black cities around this goddamn country. This is one of the main motherfucking problems for our people. You see what I'm saying? Spend, economically, you understand, economically confused about how to turn this shit around. It ain't gonna turn around. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna goddamn turn around for a lot of people. You understand? They just, it's just gonna be like a ghost town. Like when they had these goddamn movies and shit, and like in the cowboy movies and shit, and they come into a goddamn a town, and ain't nobody moving, ain't nothing but tumbleweed moving through the goddamn, blowing up the road, nothing but tumbleweed. I'm looking at these cities. I seen a video just yesterday where they talking about, cities that ain't coming back. They ain't, they just ain't coming back. They ain't got no tax base and shit like that, and it ain't even lucrative for businesses to even come in. So probably the city just gonna die off. You understand? Just gonna die off. Ain't no chance of the motherfucker coming back. And so in a lot of these cities is where black people stay at. This is where black people stay at. So in order to jumpstart some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You got to put hard work in. Motherfuckers put hard, well, you got to keep that thing on you, man. That's just a reality. That ain't nothing new, though. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't nothing new. You got thirsty motherfuckers out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to, but see, when you move, you got to move military minded any goddamn way. You got to have your eyes open when you and try to stay off the streets at night. Try to stay off the streets at night. Stay away from these goddamn liquor stores and gas stations, because that's where it go down. But motherfuckers is walking up in soft target areas too. You could be in the goddamn supermarket and you just shopping, and motherfucker walk in and just start shooting up the motherfucker. They pick soft target shit. Now, places you wouldn't expect it to happen. You know what I'm saying? But this is really a sad situation. I want to dig deeper into it, because I know as the parents, I know it got to be devastating to lose, the possibility of losing all. I don't know how many more, how many more brothers and sisters it could be. I don't know if it's just the three, just the three of them, and you know what I'm saying? And but if that's it, to lose all three of your children at one time, to some dumb shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's beyond sad, because it seemed like, the love of family should be strong enough where, that shit could be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? It should, I mean, goddamn, the love of family should be first and foremost. You understand? Then, then some goddamn gifts. You know what I'm saying? And even, I've known people feel a certain kind of way, but you got them young and he 14 years old. That's not, that's no excuse. But they be, as the young and they be expecting shit. You know what I'm saying? They be expecting shit. And and I don't know, it's still, it's never an excuse to act a goddamn fool. It's never an excuse to act not nowhere near on the level. You understand what I'm saying? I can see you say, "Oh, mom, mom, I thought you was gonna get this." You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga. That's how you get it. Mom, I thought you was gonna get this for me. You ain't got to go there. You know what I'm saying? What up, though? You ain't got to go there. You ain't got to go there. You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's the last thing he want to do. What would make him do something like that? You see? What would make him do something like that? And got his own. I don't know if she had a little boy, little girl, but obviously, regardless, had his little nephew or little niece in her arm, and you gonna shoot your own sister with your niece, and there's something missing there. It's a hole there somewhere. Yeah, it's a hole in there somewhere. Ain't no goddamn doubt about that. You see what I'm saying? And the other brother, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, at that point in time, what do what do you do? You see, what do you do? And so the domino effect here is just, and this is crazy. Just wiping out whole bloodlines and shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. This is truly beyond a tragedy. This is beyond a tragedy to have something happen like this. You see, this is beyond a tragedy to have happen. Then you got both the young men, they both on looking at first degree. Looking at first degree, more than likely they're gonna bump him up to an adult. They're gonna try to, they're gonna charge him as an adult. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna charge him as an adult. And I mean, I believe Florida got the death penalty. So I don't know. I don't know if they got the law. I don't know if they could give. I don't know. I don't know if they could charge him and get and for the death penalty. I don't know. It might be a possibility that could happen. You see, it's a possibility that could happen. Okay. And so, to just open up and shoot somebody in cold blood and shit, yeah, that might get you life or the death penalty. I don't know. You see? And then the other 15-year-old brother, who, he went and got the pistol. And so he didn't have the pistol on him. 14 and 15. 14 and 15. Yeah. So he didn't have the pistol on him. And so he went and got the pistol. And see, that's where you can't, but but the boy had already left out. And so I believe he got the pistol and then he went out there in the streets and got him. That's what I believe he did. He could get a temporary. Yeah, shit. I mean, damn. I don't want to say, but shit, if you shoot that's still his sister. You shoot the boy's sister in front of him in cold blood and shit. I mean, what he gonna do? He felt, that was his responsibility to defend his sister, and so he shot him. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, goddamn, it's just the fact that this is one bloodline, and it's just the dominoes is falling. You see, the dominoes is falling like the D14, 15. Goddamn, man, y'all just really, you ain't even in high school good. The 15-year-old, he probably just going to high school. He probably a freshman. The 14-year-old, either he about to go to high school, he can't be no, he can't be in, but in the 8th grade, yeah, you know, he can't be but in the 8th grade, and the brother 15 can't be but in the 9th grade. That's too, man. I mean, god damn, this is just like unbelievable. You know, to be in a situation like this, man. Straight up. So it's about number one, you know, again, you know, it's about, you know, implanting in the babies at a young age, man. You know, the love of self, the love of family first and foremost, the love of community. You got to instill it at some, you know, and it's no better place to instill it is in while they're young. So when they come up and, you know, when they, even by the time they 10, you know, and 9 and 10, it's already a part of them. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait till they 14 and 15 and 16, you know, and I ain't saying don't go in there and try, you know what I'm saying, to make a change, but I tried that, you know, and I was successful, but it's a lot harder when they've been living that life already for a long time. You see what I'm saying? Even by the time they 16, 17. You see what I'm saying? They ain't they like fuck school. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going, you might as well chalk them up as being goddamn adults because they ain't going to no goddamn school. They in the motherfucking streets like every goddamn body else. You see what I'm saying? And so the mentality being in them goddamn streets is disrespect, take what you want, this, that, and the third. That's what it is. And obviously that, you know, it was greater than the love of family, which is a goddamn shame, which over your grandmama house. I mean, you over granny house. You over granny house. You know what I'm saying? And this go down at granny house. That I know, I mean, that just got to be just all around like, damn, you know what I'm saying? How in the fuck, you know, people probably waking up the next day like, is this shit real? Is this shit real? Am I living this? You see what I'm saying? So, family, that's why you see, you know, love of family. You got to get it. You got to teach. You know what I'm saying, and not let all of this capitalistic shit, that capitalistic demon, take over your mind and your spirit to where that's first and foremost, and you ain't got no, compassion for life, family, or nothing else, and the only thing that is functioning is the capitalistic demon in your goddamn mind, which is first and foremost above all other motherfucking things. And both of them had a gun. That's a trip. How they get them guns? Where they get them guns at? Now the other brother went and got a gun. It was in the house, so I don't know if he was in his grandmama house and he got granny gun and but you know he's, you know, they got them things. Where they get them things from? That should be discussed. But that just show you right there. You know what I'm saying? 14, 15-year-olds ain't supposed to have no access to no damn gun. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time and I'll say that, I remember one time when I was young. You understand what I'm saying, man? I have saw a little gun, yeah, my mom and dad had and shit. And man, it was one of them, it looked like a little 380 and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And this, that, and the third, man. And I call myself, I'm looking at it like it's a goddamn toy or something. You know what I'm saying? I takes the motherfucker thinking that they ain't gonna know it. And man, you know, I'm at school and they found that goddamn gun, nigga. They tore up the whole goddamn house looking for that gun. And you know, and when they found it, I had hid that motherfucker in under my speaker or something. And man, I come home, man. You know what I'm saying? I come home and shit. I ain't even thinking about it. You know, I see all the family out there in front of the house. I say, yeah. I'm thinking to myself, oh man, it's about to be, hey, granny in front of the house, my uncle's and shit in front of the house. I say, oh shit. It's a party and shit, you know, and they played it off, you know what I'm saying? And they played it off and shit, man. And man, after about, you know, after I went in there and I seen they was in there talking, I came back out on the porch and shit. And man, not long after that, my uncle was like, man, come on in here, let me holler at you. Man, my uncle pieced my ass up about that goddamn gun, man. I ain't gonna even tell you, nigga. It was, I learned my motherfucking lesson about at least fucking with my mama shit. You understand? You're like, leave them goddamn guns alone. I didn't even want to see a motherfucking gun. Nigga, till I got goddamn grown and I was shaking then. Like, man, what the fuck? You know, but shit, you know, he had, cause I was nigga, I was on that level, you know. I'm seeing everybody else talking about that shit, and then niggas is in, you know, trying to bully a nigga and shit. And I say, yeah, okay, we gonna see, motherfucker. I get this motherfucker out the house, motherfucker. And matter of fact, I don't know if I didn't get that motherfucker out of there. I might have got it out of there couple times and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit, man. And but thank the ancestors, cause you know, be the same shit. Motherfucker fucking, and then I fuck around and pop a motherfucker, and then I'm looking at time and shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to think ahead of this shit, family, for the better. So, may the ancestors, man, bless this family and the whole, it's a dark situation, and I ain't saying it in a negative way. It's a fucked up situation, and so hopefully, the ancestors can find a way for this family to heal. We'll be right, black family. We just getting started. This is General Sarah Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Pop.